All right. So, kind of pick up where I left off from before. And where I left off from before was everything's broken. I tried to refactor something, and then I tried to delete something, and deleting it like corrupted the project, and now I'm quite annoyed that everything's broken. So I also brought in some new images to test, new test images. So that's all fine. Let me just start by trying to get my bearings for the moment. Okay. All right. Well, let's test it. See what's broken. Where are we at? What does this run as? Is this gonna fail? Sure. All right. So I think I need to switch this back to mobile for now. Yeah, I'm not gonna run the quest. Desk a little situated. All right. There we are. And then what else we have here? Yeah. Right. Bring that over here somewhere in case I need it. Okay, so if I now run simulator, okay, yeah, let me get this fixed again. I brought in this second cube just because I was experimenting with trying to make something grabbable that you can hold. And I at least have like the text working really well now in its own scene. So that's the issue. The issue is I lost the button control. So what did I do here? Oh, functional pickup. Okay, yeah, so I was gonna start with just trying to get the functional pickup working. And so apparently what I should be able to do, this is a pickable object, right? All right, so let me go back through this video because I don't know why this didn't work. Okay, so he does a static body 3D. No, that... wait a minute. Oh, that's just because of the table. Is that just the table? Let's see. Right, that's a table. Okay, right. So pickable object, mesh instance with a box mesh. Right, that's where its scale is. Wait, where did he do that as a scale, or did he do it as a size? He shrank its size, not its scale. So maybe that's it. Okay. Okay. Let me just delete this again. Sure. And what is it? What did he do? Yep. Yeah. So collision shape, sibling, single convex. All right. So that's all well and good. Yep. Function pickup. And that is attached not to the controller, but to the actual hand. Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so this is the part that didn't work for me. All right, Control S. I actually need to switch this back to compatibility if I'm going to test this. So let's restart. And okay. And we want to set that to default. And now, actually, let me do a better job of working with this cable here. So what do I want to do? I'm going to keep it on the desk. Fine, let's go through here with that. Bring that over here, move things around. And I can put the controllers over here. Okay. Whew. That was annoying. But now we're better. Better setup. All right. That's plugged in. We're connected. Loading up the headset. So it is connected. Should be able to run this, right? And now, why is it not launching in the headset the way it was supposed to? Did I turn something off by accident? Remind me again what I need to do. Where is this? I mean, it is connected. So that all is working. But it's not launching in the dev mode. Why is this not working? I don't understand. Stop that. So frustrating. So this was working, and now it won't even launch. Well, I know what I'm working on right now. All right, so what could be the issue? Maybe I had to set meta. Didn't have to do that before. Am I not in developer mode or something now? Advanced. Automatically start a link session when your headset connects via USB or Wi-Fi to a paired PC running the Meta PC app. All right, well, I think, if I remember correctly, the solution in this scenario is to just restart everything, right? Power options, restart. And then for this, should kill the Meta Quest app and then launch it again. And now it's loading. Okay, so powered off. Where's the Meta app? See, it says it's active. See, I know this is a lie. Okay. Connected and active. No, you're not. The thing's powered off. What are you on about? So if I kill that. Task manager. Okay, if I kill that now, so that's gone. I don't want to have to do this, but I may have to restart my computer. Oh yeah, there's a bunch of Oculus client nonsense here. So whoa. Let's end task on that. Oh, was that Godot maybe? No, see, we have all these orphan ones here. Okay. Meta is good and killed. Okay. So, let's start it up again. Not connected. That's good. That's actually accurate. Oh, now it's booting up. Well, now it's booting up. Wasn't before. Now it's active. Now if I run it. Here we go. I think, yes. Okay. Yeesh. I guess I have to stand up for this. Ah. That didn't work. Let me... Let's see here. Oh, what is that? Oh, that's just the main scene. Okay. Let's get our pickable object and our table and everything. And the book and the detector. Let's move them all down and move them all forward. And then let's reload. There we are. Oh, okay. Yay. Amazing. And where's the other controller? That's okay, I wasn't. Yes. Okay. And can I touch the button? No. Button touching's broken. Okay. That was an annoying 30 minutes. Now we can get back to what we were trying to do. It's so funny when I use the XR simulator, I actually have to have all this raised up. But if I'm using the headset, I actually need to have it lower. I wonder why that is. Oh, probably because the XR simulator assumes that you're standing. Yeah. Okay, that's annoying. All right, so now what I need to do. So, if I go to my scripts, we have our detector here. It's expecting a node 3D on body enter. I wonder if Something is touching the button. I wonder if I run it again now. Wonder if I can go grab that. Can I touch it? Did that do anything? No. Which maybe makes sense because this is a, well, Node 3D. It is a Node 3D. And the hand is also a Node 3D. And the controller is also a Node 3D. It just needs a collision shape, maybe? I guess? Like, I wasn't really thinking that, but okay. But this should have a hand material grip. Okay, let's figure this out. I mean, I could add a collision shape on it. And this has its own thing. That was the distraction. Let's just go naive and add a collision shape to it. So collision shape 3D. To a collision object 3D derived node. So what is this? It's a Node 3D XR. XR hands. What if I do, what was it, XR? Okay, so XR tools. Interactable joystick. Low poly physics. Objects. Alright, I figured I was going to search this in a second. So this is Godot XR Tools. Hand collision. Collision hand. Collision hand, hand. Well, what do I have here? Left hand, right hand. Collision right hand. Collision hand scenes are deprecated. Use collision node script directly. Collision hand. What does it say? Collision hand scenes are deprecated. Scenes are deprecated. They're depreciated. Great. Let's go past year because it's only going to be the last year. Oh, I meant to read this. I mean, I did read it briefly, but... So the setup is easier. Bug fixes. The start XR startup script, right, which I didn't use. Pickable objects now include an action released signal. Okay. Did you add a collision shape to the player body? All right, let me just muddle through it on my own. So it's saying don't use this. So that has its own thing going on. Fine, I'll delete it. Maybe this has a collision thing to it. Oh, maybe it just wants a regular collision. So what if I do just collision hand? Okay. Maybe that was it. It was like, hey, look, the collision doesn't matter between left and right. So I'm using just the left hand. I'm like hitting. I'm hitting my cup, which is not great. Okay, let me fix that. Let me do again. Did anything trigger? Oh, I can't see now. Let's do and the detector, and let's just move them all over ever so slightly. There we go. And let's run it again, and this time we'll pay attention to the console log. All right. Whoa, put me all the way over here. What happened there? Why? It's not what I wanted. Okay, kill that. Let's drag it back over. Okay, let's run that again. Again, it puts me all the way over here. I don't understand. Do I have to recenter my view somehow? Let me see if I can recenter my view. I probably can. Social, oh, reset view, there we go. Press A button. There we are. I wonder if there is a different type of collision. Well, this pickable object has a script on it. It's got a bunch of signals on it. Bunch of exports. Okay, this is actually interesting to read. Oh, let me test something. Gotta reset the view again. if I touch this, okay, so that it doesn't move at all. Whereas this one does move. Okay, so maybe then does that then maybe mean, let me try just instead of changing things too much, maybe I can like bolt this to the table somehow and then add its own code to it. Like basically bring the detector logic over into the button, this button over here. So release mode, shape. Oh, speaking of, so this did work. XR Tools collision hand. Speaking of, sync to physics, collision object 3D, disable mode, make static. Here we are. But what determines it? Oh, it's probably in the scene. No, that's its whole thing right there. But it's shaped though. Interesting. Well, that's probably good enough for now. Sure. And then Control C, Control V. There we are. I don't know why that wouldn't copy over. Yeah, looking pretty good. Let's test again. This time with just the right hand. Why do I have to keep resetting the view? This is really annoying. Okay. Gotcha. So that works. Okay, so can I like make it so the thing doesn't move? Pickable object, mesh instance, collision. So can the collision be, so it's got a shape, transform. process. Oh, you know what? This probably had. Oh, here we go. What does that say? Interesting. Does that mean I don't need this? And that would explain why there's a 2 on it. So if I hit play now, really wish this was easier to do with the XR simulator. I can see the cube go flying off into space. Cool, that's fun. So I wonder now if I, again, add a mesh, collision shape, sibling, single vertex, and now if I rerun, is that gonna still fail because of the other thing? Yeah, it's gone. And it's gone. So if I go into the pickable scene, I go on this, and actually if I just delete this, clear that out, now it's going to yell at me. And if I rerun things, and now it's back to working. So funny. Okay. Well, now it went fine. So it has its collision shape. I wonder if I were to delete this from here. Okay, what if instead, so this is pickable. What if it's just an object? Grab point hand, highlight ring keyboard, climbable, hand pose area, pickable, snap path, teleport area, viewport 2D in 3D, wind area, world grab area. Interactable. What's this interactable area button? Okay. Let's add a let's do a box mesh. And then we'll do a collision shape. Yeah, that got rid of some of the errors. Button node to animate must be specified. Weird. What is this? Sorry. Okay. 0.1. 0.1. What is that? I don't. Let's just delete this. I don't know what I'm doing. Interactable. Well, I could just look it up on YouTube. Why not? Go XR interactable button. 4 months ago is good. Oh yeah, don't I have didn't he do a video on that? Bastion. All right, well, here we are. Right. Okay. Okay. Hmm. Huh. Hmm. That's cool. All right, so this is good, but didn't answer my question. So that was good. Didn't answer my question though. Picking up objects. All right, I'll have to go back and watch those videos of his. All right, so for the moment though, what happens if I just embed it in the table? And I just rerun that. Let's see what happens. No, doesn't work. What if I extend it? Let's bring the whole thing down. Let's do that. And it clipped through the world. Didn't like that. Alright, I guess I'll just have to live with it for now. What do I have on the detector? The detector is... it's a scene. Right. So it's got a mesh instance. And a timer. But I should still be able to so hand collision. Actually, yeah, because really what I care about is body enter. When you add a rigid body as a child, you have to keep in mind that the parent node isn't governing the movement of the rigid body. Moving a lot slower than I thought I would today. These nodes can be added as a child of an XR controller node, and they will be positioned correctly, keeping collisions in mind that show it working. So I'm a little bit at a loss of what to do here. So I can't touch this cube. Like, it just doesn't work. Pickable has its own weird behavior. So it has a collision shape on it. that's the left hand, right? So that still works. So what else do I have to work with here? If materials will be used instead of any other. Layer 1. Layer 18. What if I move you to layer 18? Nope. Okay, let's go with 24 on. So I'll use the right controller. Let's go 24, 24, and the detector on 24, 24. That way I can easily reset it in case I break something. Ah, now it works. Now it works. Okay. So what does this mean? So the layer is collision objects can exist in one or more of 32 different layers. Object A can detect a contact with object B only if object B is in any of the layers that object A scans. Got you. So if this is the detector, it's on layer 24. And if I go to the hands and have it scan for 24. So the hands are, their mask is on, I added 24 to their mask list. Which, why does it have so many? I guess because of the built-in scenes and everything for what they're expecting. So I guess I'll use 24 for this. The detector is sitting on layer 24. So now if I run it again, in theory, it should still work now for both hands. No. lost it. What if the detector is also in 24? Is that going to solve it? No. What if I flip this to the other way? Now it works. So I think it works because I'm having the detector live on 24 and it's checking for 24. I can leave it on layer 1 and have it scan on 24. And then if these live on 24, then that should mean that the detector can detect those objects that are on 24 because it's checking 24. There we go. That worked. I think my theory is sound there then. Okay, so I'm back to something that, you know, works. Similar to what I had the other day. Although now I've got some extra things like this working. So now I want to make that a pickable object. But before I do that, let's back up our code. All right. Git add dot. So with this, so I fixed broken button, have pickable object. Git push origin book as seen. And then I'll kill that script. And let's go up to streaming messages.py. We'll edit it anyway. Okay, fix everything broken from last time. Yay. And now we're already on, like, we're halfway through. The book is grabbable. So now that my code's backed up, can I make close detector? Can I make the book grabbable? So the book now needs to be a pickable object. Let's open that scene. Okay, maybe I'll make a new book. Darn. There's book old. How do I rename a scene? New scene. See, I'm so afraid of breaking something now, but I did just back up all my code, so maybe I don't need to care. Scene. book old. So now we have so actually if I delete the book scene, there we are. Okay, so that's the book scene. What if I do okay, let's try this now. Now they're both loading. Okay, so that works. Let's kill that. Now we can delete the book. And then I can delete the book scene. Okay. If I save now and I rerun, what's going to happen? That's annoying. Reset view. Weird. Okay, that still works. Oh, because that signal's not wired up. Is that the case? Book.gd. So now we have, okay. I wonder if that'll just work. That'll be cool if it does. Why does it keep bouncing over like that? So it is there, but it's not triggering like I thought it would. So that's the book. We know something's getting touched. Whoa, okay, we crashed Godot. Fun. All right. I think that signal's broken. I just don't know it yet. So yeah. So it's not yeah, it broke and then it broke. Let's attach it to book old. So yeah, now it's connected, and that's because this is green now. So I'll bet this is gonna work now. Yeah. So I could have used this as an opportunity to experiment and get something working in a certain way, but I don't really want to. So we're going to make a new pickable object. Wait, cancel. Let's put it here. And we're going to call this book. So I don't know the right way to do this. Story of my life. But I have some thoughts. Let me drink some coffee. So this pickable object scene is already quite complicated. It has just the one script. I don't want to mess with its script. What if so let's look at our book old scene. It had a mesh instance and a book label. I wonder if I could, the book text just had its own thing. So let's do meshes in 3D. The heck? Where did it put that? There we go. We'll do page 1. We'll call this page 1 because I think I'm going to end up having page 1, page 2. Not page 4, but like just 2 pages, the left side and the right side for most books. And then in 3D, oh sure, box mesh. And then for now, let's just bring this over here like that. And then on our old book, yeah, we then had label 3D on it. Call that page text. Okay. And then that detach the script from there. Oh yeah. Yeah, attach script, and we'll call it book text. Okay. So now, I mean, this can be pretty much deleted now. So it has those, well, now the book text. What do we have in the 3D? I guess what did I have this as? Oh, right. I gotta go change the, click on that. Right. Let's do 4. Point 1. Or maybe 2, and then that's 0.1. And what did I have here? 24 for left top. 24 4 left and top. Okay. And then what's next? Well, actually, oh, the width. I do have to set the width on it. What was the width on the other one? 1,000. 500 is probably what I want anyway. I want to split it in half. So then the one thing that's missing now, the only thing that's missing, so this is done, this is done, that's done. I can close that. Heck, let's go crazy and let's just delete it. But now we still have our script, right? But you can't add I guess where is our game state? It's just a node, right? What if we move this all to there? So detector. Can I connect to I don't know if I can connect it. So, let's see. Well, I do know the detector, sorry, game state's just a node. What if I just do a node? We'll call it OCR manager, and then that's detached from everything, right? So what if I attach a script, book.gd, extends from node, and then on the detector, can I now find it? Great. So now the OCR manager Game state should still get updated. This now lives on its own. All it cares about is when does it update game state with the results of OCR. And then the book, I didn't have to touch this script. The pickable.gd. That's now a vanilla script. This page text, it has a script. And that's the book text, which I'll have to figure that out later when I have two of them. But in theory, they could share the same text. So, fine. Let's now take the whole book and move it forward. This pickable object, let's just send you back. And now can I pick it up, press the button, and watch the text in my hand update? That's the question. Of course, I'm going to have to reset my view again. Whoa. So it's missing something, right? Because the book is now a pickable object. It's got a... The old one has a mesh instance. They both have mesh instance. What's this error now? Let's clear those. Figure that out later. Why are things not moving? Let me kill that and reload. Okay. There we are. And now that it's above the table, maybe now it'll behave itself. Where did it go? Fell off the world again? understand. Shouldn't be doing this. Okay. If I actually walk over here and grab it, what's going to happen? I don't understand. I hate this. Okay. Why am I so far away? Its collision shape, I think it's got like a huge collision shape or something. That's the problem. Or the collision shape on the hand. But it shouldn't really have that problem. What if I delete that? And then again, this is really effing maddening. Where are my controllers? Okay, there we go. Why? Why does it keep moving? Like, I don't understand. All right, what if I now like run it from here and then I wait to pick up the headset? Maybe it'll like move closer to me. But that doesn't make any sense. See there, it's there, fine. Let's just reset the view then. Whoa. Okay, can I grab it this time? Yes. Okay, I can grab it. And if I touch the button, I don't think I touched the button. Why is it not translating? Oh my Lord Godot. What did I do to offend thee? So let's not do that. And now I can't move it. I don't understand. Why is it being like this? So infuriating. So we'll just run it that way. Let's just wait for it to come up. Here we go. It's over there because of course it is. So, oops. I can't interact with the button. But now I can with that one. So it does have to have like the collision shape thing. But, my Lord. Again, why the hell is this not on the table the way it's supposed to be? Let me delete that. So I need to have those collision shapes for this to work, I guess. Now it's there. Okay, that must have been like a weird collision shape issue for some reason. Okay, let's try that again. I can hit that. Wow. So that worked. Wow. That's kind of like exactly what I wanted. So let's save that for a second. Ah, what a headache. Okay. Can I delete this scene now? I think this can still work, right? Yeah. Okay. Cool. So now what I just have is modifications. So I can do git add dot. Book is now grabbable. Probably misspelled that. All right, let's stop that and then book you can grab. Yay! Now we're on to the fun part, which is the splitting the text by page. I may stop here though. We'll see. Let me take a moment to think about it. I am at exactly 2 hours of streaming. So this pickable object, that can be gone. This whole thing, I do want to rotate. What governs it? There we are. Where's the controller? Okay. Reset the view again. Okay. So I can hit the button. I can grab this, I can pick it up. I can drop it. Here's my other controller. Here we are. I can hit the button again. And I can pick it up. And how's the reading? Cool. So that works. Now, about splitting text. I think I will stop here. Take a breath, and I may stream again this afternoon, although I got some other things I need to do. But that's a good spot to be in. So let me think for a second. So to review where we're at, so I'll reset the view. I don't understand why I did that. This thing's so weird sometimes. Reset the view. Stand up. Why? I don't. This is too good. It's too good. I think that's where I had it before anyway. Over there. Here we go. Okay. Okay, so to review where we're at, I now have, I can press the button, text is loading, and I can pick it up, wait for it to finish loading, and now we've got text displaying. And now it's a holdable book. And if I drop it, it just lands on the table. Okay, I'm going to stop the stream there.